If it was really up to me, I really appreciate this last person's style. I would put them first.
Oh, what? I didn't even see those! Okay, that's like, is this a game changer? That's a game changer.
When you first saw all the millennials?
I thought they would like low-key dress like NPCs, like default characters in games.
I feel like millennials will definitely take it a little easier. They're more like subdued to a little box and like be more safe with it, because now Gen Z growing up, people really try to one up and get more and more out there, like hence myself and then even the people that were here with me.
Millennials, you now must stay silent. Gen Z, you can talk.
The power.
I'm like so scared now.
I was expecting something else, bruh.
You guys are way better dressed than I thought.
No, for real, like, I was thinking that would be like horrible. Like.
I was thinking like some plain shirt and some just like slacks or like just, I don't know. But
First off, I like bro that he knows his proportions. He knows what works on his body with like the tight jacket, the jeans, and then the shoes, and then the little accessories. It's like them little touches.
I also love the color scheme.
Yeah,
the way
the
that
color
you match
scheme.
the
I
jacket.
want to move you to like 2. Can we run that? Are y'all on the same wavelength?
Yeah.
And then we can still move
we
it
can
around
do
after too, but for now, I think this should be 2. Can I see your shoes? Like those white ones? Oh,
Yeah.
those are
If
juicy.
it was up to me, he'd be first.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with that.
Yo, can you put the glasses on too? Like that's an accessory.
I feel like there's a lot of mini details that tie it all in together
Yeah,
fully.
it's the rings, the jewelry.
I figured I'd be probably like 1 or 2, which sounds very pretentious, but I don't know. I just figured based off millennial fashion, that's probably where I'd land.
I would personally put him a little lower just because it's very like skinny.
I personally really like his outfit. I think it's really classy. I really like the shoes.
It gives millennial.
Can you two switch? Are you guys cool
I'm
with
down.
that?
I'm down with
Them
these
two
two to
switching?
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You stay here, you guys. You and Leather Jacket.
Oh, you want to put bro 4?
I want him 2 and 4.
I think he should
I
be
agree with
3rd
that.
because like I love her outfit. I think it fits for her, but I've seen this outfit 100,000 times.
Yeah.
You feel? I feel like these have a little more individuality than something like this, because it's like a fashion episode. You look great, but that's playing it safe. You know, we're supposed to be swagged out right now.
I'm not mad about it. It's my personal style. It's what I feel most comfortable in. So I would never want to, dress up in something that isn't me.
I really like the glasses right there.
Can you
I
put
like
those
that.
on too?
Yeah, come on. I like the tote bag. I like the shoes. I like the silhouette of the top.
Okay,
You definitely have a look to you, and I love the look.
Okay, then-
I'm here for it. I love the
I think
accessories.
he should go the
Wait,
third
hold on, y'all.
for now.
I was thinking 2.
Yo, hold on, cause I'm really feeling her outfit, bro.
I
like,
too.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna
we gotta
I'm
touch on
if
this.
me personally,
I love the
I
pants.
picked them
Can you
second.
like
Pants are
look
hard.
down so I could see the little?
Yeah.
The charm.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Yeah.
little
See, look
swag.
at the
The
braid.
details.
necklace
Yeah.
too. The necklace.
She
Is the
needs to
belt
be
a
moved
braid?
up.
Wait.
It is a braid.
Yeah.
Yo, pop over to number 2, please.
Yeah.
I'm used to folks being kind of startled by the way I dress and stuff since yay high, so I was a little surprised.
I would love to have these 2 switch.
Low key.
I think
I
he's
agree.
above him, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
let's
me,
see.
I would put him above him.
I'd put him realistically 2, but
If you want to go 3rd, I think we could work that.
I think he is a really good base
And
for
then let's see how that-
what millennial fashion is.
Yeah. This is like typical millennial fashion. Like I would feel like I would see you guys in an ASOS or like something like that, you know? So how we feeling? Is this?
Personally, I like this order.
This is ideal for me.
I really
too.
like this
I
order.
like it.
I mean, I'm okay with it just because like it's obviously a group consensus. I would make some changes, but
What changes would you make?
I'd probably switch them too, if anything.
Okay. I like where we're at.
I
mean, I'm-
agree. I like
This
it.
is roughly what I'd have.
Yeah.
So
Yo, the necklace that you're wearing, I have the same thing.
Swag.
I love the piercings too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think tattoo is a great way to express yourself. And I
Let's
think,
see it.
I think your tattoo
Okay, yeah.
does a really great job
Oh, yeah.
of emphasizing and highlighting your fashion.
now on top of that, his eyes, like
Yeah.
it's
For
real, like,
I don't
very
think you can
similar.
choose that. but
No,
it's
like it matches
I
your
know.
outfit. I don't know how you styled your eyes like to match your outfit. Like,
crazy.
like like you built it like
It matches
like
though.
Okay, I think we're good, right?
This is
we're good, we're good.
Yeah.
Where do you work?
I feel like this is like a corporate on the weekend job. Like
I do have a corporate
you
job.
You have a corporate
yes.
job, and
Yeah.
this is what you would wear to go to like a brunch with the girls or something.
Probably, yeah.
So I just made like a whole scenario in my head.
Yeah, I do have to dress like business, you know, in the workplace,
Okay.
but.
So, do you like my outfit?
Yeah, it's unique. I would have died for that outfit in middle school.
Isn't this coming back into style?
I don't know, my FYP is all about mob wife and eclectic grandpa aesthetics.
Oh, well, in any case, I'm doing this for myself. I'm just trying to heal my inner child.
An easier route for that might just be going to therapy. I found my perfect therapist through BetterHelp, the sponsor of this video.
BetterHelp makes starting therapy easier and much less intimidating for a lot of people. They have over 30,000 therapists in their network, so it's easy to find a therapist that gets you.
To get started, all you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/Jubilee Media to fill out a few questions, and you'll be matched with a professional therapist, in most cases within 48 hours.
You can even choose how you want to meet with them, whether through a phone call, video chat, or through messaging if you're not in the mood to talk.
And if you feel like your therapist isn't a great match, you can easily switch therapists with a click of a button in your settings, and there's no extra charge.
Join over 4 million people who've used BetterHelp to start living a healthier, happier life. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/Jubilee Media. Plus, clicking that link supports this channel and gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you.
Thank you to BetterHelp for supporting this channel. Now let's get back to the episode.
What are your thoughts on baggy pants?
So I used to be overweight. When I was a teenager, I was definitely a little curvier. And even though I've lost weight and now I like to be super athletic and super active, I used to be very insecure about my body in general. And so now I like to think that I wear things that are proportionate, but I hesitate to wear things that are anything less than slim or skinny because in my hard on myself mind, I'm like, oh, you look overweight again. So baggy pants, thank you. Baggy pants, I like them on other people. I would never touch them.
Okay.
Branching out a little bit more and not wearing things that are so restrictive and so covered up. I will wear like a mesh shirt with light up suspenders to a drag show in West Hollywood. Like I have my moments and today was reassuring in that. I feel really good.
Okay, for you, when it comes to picking out your outfit, what's most important to you? Is it texture, print, or color?
Can I choose one that's not one of those options? It'd be like expression and expressing yourself. And so for me, this is like very super duper comfortable, and this one's a little more like expressive, and so I try to like play with a little bit of that, have a little contrast, and still be comfy cozy. I like to think of my outfit as like a mullet, business down here, and then this is like party and comfort up here.
Because I agree, because you have the texture from the top, the print from the bottom, and then your shoes have a little bit of pop of color, which is why I asked.
Do you usually go out like this? Like, would that be like your daily outfit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I try to go out looking like a cartoon character.
When did you realize that this is the style that you want to go?
12, 13 years old.
Okay.
Around that time, it was
awesome.
Maybe early 2000s. That's when like the Japan cool and the Harajuku fashion and stuff was picking up in the United States, and it's just ran with that.
Where do you shop, bro?
Me?
Like at this point, yeah.
I buy a lot of secondhand off Grailed and Depop.
What's your favorite Grailed purchase you've ever?
Ooh. Actually, these boots are probably one of them. So these boots are probably older than all of you guys, actually. Yeah.
Don't doubt it. What boots are they?
So these are Dirk Bickenbergs from I think like 1980.
Bickenbergs?
For me, I always like things that are a little bit harder to obtain, which is why I like secondhand, because you can find a lot more rare items that people aren't wearing. So I appreciate being unique and individual. So for me, I like to experiment a bit more.
I love that. I call myself a professional shapeshifter.
There you go.
Because like you have to try on different styles. You can't just stick to one thing.
Yeah.
Like you never know. Like I could look like a Barbie doll right now, but next day I'm gonna look like a rock star's girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like it's so different.
I feel that.
Millennials, you're now going to rank Gen Z.
Gen Z is definitely a lot more fashionable than millennials. Yeah, they grew up with TikTok and Instagram where they can see all of their favorite people, what they're wearing, and they can kind of emulate that.
The first thought I thought when I saw the Gen Z people was like, this is Gen Z. There's just so many bright colors and it's super fun, super visually appealing.
I was shocked that there were no Crocs because that's something in my mind that is synonymous with Gen Z. Okay, so organizing as a group here.
Yes.
Immediately, I would put her near the front.
Why?
I love the shoes from what I see of them. I love the pants. I kind of just love everything about it.
I like the glasses. The glasses are super fun, very bold.
For Gen Z, this is quite sleek, I think.
Honestly.
Yep. So if
Let's
you want to
shuffle.
go to the front,
Okay. Well, all the way to the front.
I like him there too because I'm very much into like the hoodies. I like the beanie. I like the shoes, the jeans.
I would actually put her maybe 1 or 2 spaces over there as well, because even though it's a little too bright for something that I would wear, I love that it's matching.
I really like your
the makeup,
accessories.
how
Yeah.
everything is like cohesive.
Yeah, even the teeth. I don't know if you noticed the teeth gems. Yeah.
I didn't know where I was gonna land only because I have very bold and unique fashion. I really didn't know how this was gonna translate, especially towards a more minimalist group, I would say, or more earth-toned group.
So I would
That's a
say
good
just
detail.
for now, maybe swap right here, just for now.
I agree.
I mean, for
This
me,
is
I
so
would put her at number 2.
I know.
Actually, I'd put her at 1, honestly, just because I also like the tattoos. I'm a big tattoo
I agree.
person.
Yeah.
I think that ties into fashion as well.
No, I agree.
know,
I think fashion is kind of like the whole
Yeah, it's the whole
aesthetic. The
aesthetic.
accessories, the tattoos, hair, everything.
Actually, I might switch this guy and her together. The reason is, for her, she's actually styled the jacket a little bit in that, she has one shoulder off. It's a little bit more effort than just, putting it on.
I like her fit a lot. There's so many different pieces, but I think they're complementary and it's not too much. Like she, to me, is upper, like 1 or 2.
Can you two go up here and you go in the 4th spot?
I actually don't disagree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
If it was really up to me, I really appreciate the slab versus style. I would put them first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
advocate.
I really, really love all the accessories. This
I do
person
too.
has headphones, hat, everything.
Oh, what? I didn't even see those! Is this a game changer? That's a game changer.
It's a game alterer.
Yeah. I mean, I do appreciate that it's very unique to him.
I really appreciate something bold like that. And not only something bold, but clearly confident and unashamed about it.
All right, so what are we changing? Are we moving him up?
I would, and I'll be honest, because I've seen like this outfit a lot, to be fair. It looks good. I mean, there's no doubt about it, but I've seen that formula
It looks
a
great.
lot.
Some might say I looked like a drippy minion or what, but it's what I want to wear. I was like, you're right. Like, it is very simple. I prioritize the way my clothes fit me and my proportions rather than super out there and all these crazy pieces.
Am I allowed to ask to see a little bit more of your shoe?
Let's see it.
Oh, see, I like that. Yeah, if it were up to me, I think she would stay right there.
Wait, I thought we were switching. What happened? Can we switch?
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everyone agree with that?
I think so.
I'm okay with it.
I'm a little bit biased. I would want her at number 1. The small details, like with the teeth jewelry. It's a little bit extra effort where not a lot of people would necessarily think about.
I would personally like switch.
These two?
These two?
Yeah.
I would too, actually.
So does that mean we sort of agree that number 1 stays at number 1?
I think we agree
I
that
wanted
number
to
2 should be number 1.
switch 2 and 1.
I think both of us agree.
Can you please switch?
Okay, go ahead and switch.
Yeah.
And then
Did you want to switch to these two?
Yeah, let's switch to you two as well.
But he thinks she's number 1. What was the time?
This is a democracy. If I'm outvoted, that's okay with me.
I mean, it's okay.
But
I'm not mad
I'm
about
happy.
it.
What piece did you put on that you were most excited to wear today?
I really like emphasize on simplicity, and I really like being comfortable and things like that. And coming from a background of like skating, of just baggy and things like that. So honestly, probably the jacket, because it's not something I typically wear. It's kind of a standout piece, very bright.
I love it.
You look good, man. I want to ask you, what are your fashion hot takes? So for example, I know one hot take that a lot of people say, and I don't agree with this, but they think skinny jeans should be a thing of the past. Like, that should not be worn anymore.
Like for that specific one, I feel like everything has its times. Like right now, a lot of people are wearing baggy pants. Hence, we got some baggy pants. Yeah. Skinny jeans might come back. I think that one, me personally, everything is just like wish-wash. In 10 years, fashion gonna be different. 10 more years is gonna be different.
Can I have a follow-up question?
Yeah.
You mentioned like some things like, fads change, things come and go. Is there anything that you're wearing right now that you're like, oh, this is a staple, this is gonna be a classic in 10 years?
My Jeremy Scott Adidas, like, I remember these being big when I was like growing up, so now I have them again. Me personally, I'm gonna wear these till I die, I have like 20 colors of these.
You got
Someone
20
else
Jeremy
might not think the
Scotts,
same thing, yeah.
What are do you have any like fashion influences from family or maybe musicians?
I'm actually the only person who actually dresses up like in my household. So yeah, I used to like kind of model in Indonesia. I was like an exchange student there. So actually like this piece is I made it with someone, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you find yourself identifying with stereotypical millennial and Gen Z fashion? Because stereotypically, like, generalized, and I see influences of both.
Specifically with today, I wanted to be comfy, cute, casual, and my biggest statement piece would actually be my accessories rather than the actual clothing pieces, so yeah.
You wore them very well.
Yeah. Can we see your heels?
Yeah, so they're actually thigh highs that I
Nice.
tucked in my outfit, but I'm a big boots girl. I have boots tattooed on me. I love a chunky heel. You'll never see my actual height. You'll never know how tall or short I am. So I'm a big heels girl.
Are your nails, this is such a dumb man question, are your nails comfortable? Do you have to like, do you catch them on something as you're getting ready? They look
No,
amazing.
I do just fine. I wipe my ass just fine.
Thank
I text
God.
just
That
fine.
makes
I do
one of
everything
us.
just fine. Number 2 I thought was very maximalist and eccentric, which is typically centered around Gen Z fashion. However, I love that they put their own twist to it.
I put number 1 and number 1 because first off, it's sustainable. Secondhand is always like better way to go. Give clothes new life. And bro got Dirk Bickenbergs on the feet. Like he knows what he's doing when it comes to fashion. Let's be honest.
Number 2, I really liked the simplicity, the color coordinations. What else? I really liked the the textures he had used, and just the overall way it fit and style.
I put number 1 at number 1 because I love the proportions. Yes, it's a little biased, but it's just something I would wear as well in my own way. I loved everything about it, head to toe. There was no critiques I would have.
Okay, number 1, this person is low-key like my alter ego, like twinsies. I just love how they stayed consistent with their style and just the overall vibes feels like me. They remind me of my dad low-key. I'm gonna be for real with this one. But I don't know, I guess it's just the jeans. It was the jeans for me.
I put my number 1 at number 1 because it's sleek, it's accessorized amazingly, and it would be something that I would wear.
Number 2, really unique, individual style. I really like what they, put on themselves when it comes to accessories and shoes and whatnot.
So this person, still great, fantastic outfit, really nice. There was just a lot of different pieces and it was kind of hard to see like the overall theme. It seemed really disparate. For me, I like it to be cohesive. I like everything to be super purposeful.
So the person that I put number 1, I really like their style, the cohesiveness of their outfit, the accessories, everything flowed really well together. I thought it was just a really cute outfit.
Number 5, I think on any given day, if I saw him on the street, I would think that guy is really stylish, but just for this episode, I think I've seen it enough times, so I put him at number 5.
Oh, Purr, look how compatible we are.
What's up, fellow kids? What are we up to?
We are on the Nectar app, but
Nectar.
yeah, I don't think you'll get it though, so.
Why?
I don't know, you're too old, bro.
Too old?
What? Ain't no way. Trying to be like us?
All right. The individual votes are in. First, we have Mateo. Then we have Jared. Then we have Blue, Taina, and Miriam. Now, Blue, Taina, and Miriam, you guys have actually all tied for first.
Oh my
God.
Good job, guys.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. I feel good. I think honestly, it speaks a lot that we have very different styles, but we all tied.
Yeah.
So I think that really does speak to just how fashion is so subjective and how everyone has very different tastes and style, but at the end of the day, however you want to express yourself is truly what's most important.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I pulled up, and I was like, when I see all this, I was like, oh. I was like, well, it's raps for me, but it's all good.
It makes sense, like, to be honest. I didn't think I was gonna be any higher. Bro got a plain outfit, makes sense, and then they're swagged out, so Yeah, 10 out of 10 choices.
All right, millennials. Gen Z has spoken. On the left, we have Haley. Then we have Jacob. Then we have Dave. Then we have Jupiter. And we have Josh.
Yay!
No
We don't have to move!
I feel like we were able to decide easier than they were. We saw it and we were like, this is it.
I thought you guys were like too nice.
I think
Like,
you guys
almost.
held
Like,
back
I
a
feel
little.
Like
I feel like you guys didn't speak your mind
Yeah.
enough.
I think it's a millennial
Like, you guys
thing.
didn't
We're
talk-
like the generation of participation awards, so we're like, I'm good with this. We all get along. We're all happy.
Y'all didn't talk enough. Dig deep.
We thought we were going to, but no, you guys all dressed great though. That's the problem.
Real quick, Haley, can I get a little bit from you?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected it. I have a very basic style, I guess you could say, because of my career and what I have to wear, and I don't have a huge, wardrobe outside of business casual. So I just have a few pieces that I can kind of mix and match. I know it's not typically fashionable, but it's what I feel comfortable in.
I think it's fashionable depending on who you ask.
And
That's true.
I think to add to that too, I think you did a really great job of finding what works for your body. Your jeans are really popping, Miss Mayo. You look so good on the jeans, and then I kind of mentioned in my thing too, your gold jewelry, your accents, everything you do really makes your features pop. Your blonde hair is popping, your eyes are popping. It might not be out of the box. I think you found what really works for you, and I have to applaud you for that and give you your flowers.
Yeah, and I think the way that you guys ranked us was according to what you see more closer to your style, like Gen Z, right?
for sure.
So us were more Gen
That's
Z,
true.
right?
Yeah.
I think the biggest dub is they said that we don't actually look like millennials, or we're not what they expect as millennials.
Yeah, true.
I'll
Fair.
take that. I'll take that.
They chose a
I
good,
can
whoever
see-
casted this, you guys know what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Good job.
I wonder who.
I'm honestly really happy. It was definitely a confidence booster.
I apparently have a thicker skin than I thought because it honestly doesn't faze me whatsoever. I think it's because I expected to be ranked super low.
I definitely have a different outlook now because some millennial fashion definitely needs some work, but everyone had great fits today.